Sometimes there's just no words. Sometimes there's just nothing to say. And that's what I'm at right now, really. You're up 17-0. Fourth quarter. You blow it. This reminds me of the Tennessee Titan game. Exactly like it. Besides, that went to overtime. I wish this went to overtime. Or we had, they kicked a field goal maybe and tied it, and then we had a shot at the end. I don't know what to say. Okay? This team's definitely having a Super Bowl hangover. Okay? Because this is the thing. They're losing these games, and it's not like we're getting blown out. We're not getting blown out every game. We're in these games. The Vikings game, I think it was a 3-point game. The Titans game, of course, went to overtime, like I told you. This game, what? 18, 19, 20, 20. What? But, like, I'm saying all these close games. So the team ain't bad. Like, they're able to win these games. And a lot of it's been bullshit penalties. It's been this. It's been that. But this game, they played perfect on offense. And I said to myself, I said, Leo, that Giants game was, for me as a fan, was like, yeah, this is really fun to watch, etc., etc. Now let's see if they can actually see what they can do with it. This is the test game for me to see if they're back, if this is the real deal. They're back to the Super Bowl form. And they looked like it. And it's crazy because I prematurely said it, and I shouldn't have said it. We're up 17-0 in the fourth quarter. I knew they were going to score points eventually, the Panthers, okay? But I didn't think they were going to come back, okay? I'm sitting like this, and I go, you know what? I'm like, man, I was like, looks like we're back. Looks like we're back. And everyone was saying it. We're back, because that's how it looked. And then that happens. And, a lot of this blame has to go on Jim Schwartz, okay? He's playing this guy, this prevent defense, okay? Once we get leads, he's playing this prevent defense zone. Guys are off 10 yards off the receivers, okay? And our defense was barely on the field today. So that excuse that the defense is tired, this and that's an excuse because our offense was out there. I think we had time possession the whole game. At one point, I think it was like the first quarter where we were going into the third. We have 18 minutes on offense on the field. Our defense barely played. Now, Carolina's defense was on the field all day long. They should have been tired. No, they were able to make stops when it mattered, etc., etc. What I'm trying to get at is this defense, okay, just blew that game. Now, Jim Schwartz, people are saying, fire him, fire him, fire him. Look, I wouldn't fire the guy right now mid-season, because, don't get me wrong, the season might be over, honestly. But, I mean, anything can happen, and that's the way I'm looking at it, because people are saying 12-4, 10-6. I don't even think that, but you never know. You could sneak in somehow. Anything can happen. It's still a long season to go. So I wouldn't just say, tank it, or let's just fire Jim Schwartz right now and bring in have our cornerback coach now be our defensive coordinator. No. Don't do all that. End of the season, you evaluate it. But let's be honest, it should be evaluated. Because last year, our defense, okay, there was games just like that. Jim Schwartz lives by the motto that he says, we can give up yards. He says before, give up yards all day. It doesn't matter, yards, stats, whatever, but no points. But now the points are starting to show. The points are starting to come with the freaking yardage you're giving up. Turnovers ain't as much as it was last year. Last year, I think we were like leading the league, or top 3 in turnovers. We didn't get one interception on Cam Newton today. Not one strip sack on anybody. Not one fumble on anyone. Okay, and it's fun on that 4th and 10 play. We had Cam Newton. We had him, and I'm like, yeah. And I see him throw it. I'm thinking he's just going to throw an incomplete pass. What happens? Boom. I think it was Devin Funchess or was it Torrey Smith, whoever caught it to move the chains to keep it going. It makes me sick. It really does, because and you also put a little bit of blame on Doug. You put blame on everyone. It's a team game. The reason I put a little blame on Doug is because he looked aggressive in his play calling at first. He was playing. He was doing drawing up these plays. He drawn up were perfect. He was doing certain things with the RPOs. Then once we got up in the lead, he was making play calls like a pussy. He was doing all this scared shit, this and that, and then of course when we're in the end zone. Right there, but when we thought Wentz got picked right there, but he didn't, which was a good call by the refs to overturn it because it definitely wasn't a pick. On on that play, I think it was a play where Wentz went for the end zone for Alshon. I think I saw Clement right there wide open, and I don't know if he was wide open, but I think he was just starting to break out of his route. And a lot of people would have said, "Oh well, this and that. It's only 30 seconds left." Yeah, but he had 2 timeouts. Okay, it was only 3rd down and 1, or it was 2nd down and 1, 3rd down and 1. You're already going for the end zone. Get that first down first, then call a timeout, and then keep getting closer. That's what I would have done. But Wentz, once again, he's aggressive, and that's how he's going to play, and you can't teach it out of the guy. The guy was taking end zone shots. You didn't have to do that. We got 2 timeouts in the bag. We're right there in our end zone. You just got to pick up this first down so it don't go to 4th and 1, because then once it's 4th and 1, then it's an automatic has to be play, no matter if it's a first down or a touchdown, okay? And then he got strip sacked or whatever, which he has a little issue with that, with the fumbling issue. I've seen that plenty of times from him. But O-line did collapse and whatever, rest is history. I look back in the game, though, and I go, man, only if the corner off the Panthers didn't give Alshon a PI. Because in my opinion, if he didn't PI him, Alshon was going to have a touchdown right there. That would have been a bomb TD right there. He would have caught that, and he would have kept going. He would have went through tackles, or he would have got close to the end zone. Let's put it that way. But the PI did help us, but it helped them more because that was a scoring touchdown, in my opinion, or close to it. And I shouldn't even be looking at it like that. Like, oh man, it was that would have been our touchdown. No, I should look at it. We were up 17-0 and blew it. This reminds me of the Tennessee Titan game all over again. I might have lost for words. Super Bowl hangover is real. And the reason I say that is because I see this team and they got it in them to win games. I mean, look, they're not losing. They're not getting blown out. They haven't got blown out yet. Okay? These games they're playing, they're in them. They're in every game. And sometimes they're leading the damn games, and now they're having fourth quarter meltdowns like the Andy Reid era back in 2011 and whatever else when all these meltdowns were happening. That's how it's feeling. But this team has it. Super Bowl hangover. And we got to get a running back. We got to trade for a running back or something. How we get on the phone, do whatever you got to do. That's all I can say. I'm at a loss for words. Now we got to go to London, play the Jaguars. Okay, they're definitely not going to lose 3 in a row because they just lost 2 in a row. Definitely not losing 3 in a row. I mean, we don't know. Maybe we could win that game, but I'm looking at it like there's no way they're going to go 3 straight losses. It could happen, but let's go Birds. I have nothing to say. Peace.